So in this video, we're going to be going over the second part of configuring new projects in Android Studio. So this is the last screen, or rather the screen from the last video. We're going to go ahead and click next, and now we're going to go over the entirety of this screen in this video. So this video is going to be covering what it means to target specific versions of Android, right? So you'll notice that we have a bunch of checkboxes here, and what that means is when we have one of these checked, this is what we're developing our application for. So you'll notice we have, by default, the phone and tablet checkbox checked, right? Which means we're developing our application for phone and tablet. If we were to click on Wear and TV, it would mean that our application is also going to work on Wear and TV. We don't want that though. For our tutorial, we're just going to be focusing on phone and tablets. So what exactly does it mean to target a specific version of Android? Well, let's read this little blurb and maybe we'll get a better sense of what it means. So it says, lower API levels target more devices but have fewer features available. By targeting API 21 and later, your app will run on approximately 23.7% of the devices that are active on the Google Play Store. So that's a pretty low percentage, right? So if we were to check another one of these boxes, you'll notice it gives us a different percentage. So if I said KitKat 4.4, now it says 62.6% of the devices on the Google Play Store can run my application. So if you're a little bit confused as to what version you should target or you should make your minimum SDK, you can click on this Help Me Choose option here, and it actually brings up a really nifty window. So you'll notice right above each one of these versions that we click on, it gives the percentage of people that can currently use your application. So if we did Lollipop, only 8% of the people on the Google Play Store could download your application right now. So Google, by default, I believe, recommends KitKat. That means 62.6% of people can use it. And then to the right of each one of these versions that we click, it tells you what features are new to that version. So you'll notice in Jelly Bean, it says, there was restricted profiles that came out, contacts provider, localization, all these things, right? So it tells you the features to each one. I recommend by default to click on this KitKat 19, version 19 of Android, right? I think that 62.6 is a pretty good trade-off. If you want more people, you might think about doing Jelly Bean as well, right? So either of these would probably work. So we're going to stick to KitKat. Essentially what that means when we click on one of these is that once we say KitKat is our minimum SDK version, if you have anything under it, you can't run our application. So if you're not okay with that, if you're not okay with only 62.6% of people using it, you might think of clicking on a lower version of Android. So just to be clear, usually the earlier versions of Android have more people using it, but you get to use less new cool features. If you click on a newer version, less people can use it, but you can use more cool features, right? So we're going to click on KitKat. We'll click OK. And then from there, I believe that is going to conclude this video. Let me just double check that I got everything. So, yeah. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. I will see you in the next one where we go over the next screen.